Hey guys, what's up? It's Samantha, and today I am doing my first week in April memory keeping spread, so only like 3 months behind, but I am using this really beautiful purple kit from Scribble Co. that I cannot remember the name of, but it'll be in the title of the video, and I pulled in a ton of purple foil. So I did have this Simply Gilded marble washi that had purple foil, and it matched this kit perfectly. I pulled in the purple wiggle from Scribble Co., and then I also had like a purple freebie from Rose Colored Days that was part of an Aria's Daydream, like her anniversary kit thing. There was a bunch of different purple stuff, so I pulled in those Rose Colored Days boxes. They were a little, like the pink was a little warmer than the pink in the wiggle, but it all turned out just fine. And then I also pulled in some silver stuff when purple, wasn't an option. And I did use this silver foiled 5mm bow washi, also from Simply Gilded. And I think this turned out so pretty. So I'm just doing my sidebar here, getting everything down. This was like not a good week for me in terms of energy levels, so if this is kind of boring, I'm sorry about that. I have these weeks sometimes. So the two things I did mark on the sidebar that you saw me put the munchkins down for were I hurt and tired, because that was how this week went. And yeah, that pretty much sums up the whole week, guys. That's the plan with me. I'll talk to you next time. No, but these are like not as fun to go back and memory keep. They're just not. So I went ahead and put down the boxes and the glitter headers, and then I'm going to put down the overlays, and then I will be back to go, and I guess I'm going to do the deco too, and then I'll be back to go day by day. My camera cut off while I was putting down the weekend banner, but it turned out real pretty. So on Monday, I did a bunch of to-dos, and I used an ombre heart checklist to mark all of the different little tasks that I did on Monday instead of trying to like fit it in with a bunch of different stickers. And I was very productive. I like washed the bath mats. We ran Roomba. I had to fix my taxes because like it imported the wrong number from something from like my TurboTax last year from like not the thing I ended up submitting. It was a long thing, but I realized what was wrong and yada yada yada. And like I tidied up, and then Joe and I carried out a bunch of boxes of books that I was donating that are still sitting in the trunk of my car 3 months later, if I'm being honest. Oops. So yeah. I just need to take them into work with me one day. I don't know why I don't do this, but I need to like take a cart down to my car, take the books to friends of the library. Still haven't done it. That's my life right now. So I'm just going ahead and filling out all of those things. I'm actually like shocked I got all that done. A lot of those I guess weren't like very physical things because this was like a not great pain day. This is really like the last bad week, I think, for a couple months, I think. Because I had like a not great week last week, so that's July. So I want to say I went from like this week through July and was like feeling like myself. So I just, you know, am lazy and not taking my books into work. But the book is from Paper and Milk, and then I grabbed a Station Stickers reading foiled script. And then on Tuesday, I filmed a book video. I really want to film my May and June reading wrap-ups, but I haven't. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'd like to. I'd like to do a lot of things. I also broke out this past week, and my face looked like a wreck, and I didn't want to film anything with my face on it. So that's another thing. But yeah, so Tuesday I filmed, and that overlay is from Simply Watercolor Co., and the script is from Magic Prints Co. And then I did laundry, and the laundry sticker is of course from Planner Kate. And I unloaded the dishwasher, and I actually worked late on this Tuesday instead of Wednesday. I switched with a coworker so she could go to her kids' lacrosse game. I think it was I want to say lacrosse. I think it was lacrosse. And then this was another like not great pain day. So whenever I have days that I'm like really low energy and I still go to work, I usually am just like make my requirements for being at work like butt in seat. Like I do like the minimum, which my job is pretty flexible. Like if I can move stuff around, like there aren't too many emergencies in the library. And then, like, that night, watched a bunch of YouTube and read, which is pretty much all I do. The YouTube binge script is from Station Stickers. You know, I need to get more of those scripts. I wonder if she still has those in shop. I haven't bought from her in a while. I, like, haven't been paying attention to, like, too much stuff. I haven't been buying as many sticker things. So I should check that out because I really like her scripts. Yeah, so Wednesday was another low energy day. Worked, and then I had to read a bunch of middle grade for book talks, and that reading sticker is from Wonton and a Million, and the low energy battery sticker is from Coffee Monsters Co. I had Girls Who Code. Wow, that's a throwback. I haven't had Girls Who Code in like 2 months. So I'm like, wow, yeah, that was something I did every week for most of a year. And Joe was actually on call, and I marked that with there's like an overlay on that flag from like the Wiggle overlay thing. And then the stethoscope is from Magic Prints Co. And then this wind down sticker that I'm about to put down is from Love Shaira, who is no longer in business, which is super sad, but I have a bunch of different scripts from her that I'm sure stuff will be popping up in my planner from her for years to come. And then I watched YouTube and stayed up too late reading, and I can't remember what I was reading, but I stayed up too late reading. Sometimes that happens, like when Joe's on call. I'm not as good about getting myself into bed. So I was inevitably tired on Thursday because I did not get enough sleep on Wednesday. And I actually had a therapy appointment scheduled, and I was so tired that I decided to just go home. I canceled my appointment with her, which I've never canceled an appointment with my therapist in like the 5 years I've been seeing her. And I texted her and I was like, I am a zombie. I'm so sorry. And I left work early and went home and napped. And if you know me, like, you know I have to really not feel good to nap. I'm not a napper because, like, napping makes me feel really nauseous unless I'm super sick. If I, like, wake up from a nap, I'll feel sicker than I did before I, like, fell asleep. Like, if I'm feeling fine and I just, like, take a nap, I'll wake up feeling, like, nauseous and sweaty and gross. But that's how you know if I'm not feeling well, is if I, like, want to take a nap. So I really didn't feel good. Went home, slept for a couple hours, and then Joe and I ordered Piata takeout, which I used to love Piata. Like, when I graduated from college, I would have been, like, 2012? I worked at J. Crew at Easton and Columbus, and there's, like, a Piata right behind the J. Crew, and they used to have, like, kid-size bowls, and they were, like, $3, and I had to go get, like, a kid-size bowl for lunch whenever I didn't pack, because it was super affordable when, like, you're not making that much money. And they used to have, like, great food, and I feel like their food isn't very good anymore. Like, they don't have any of the things on the menu I used to get, and, like, I don't need a, like, bucket of pasta. Like, I'm not going to eat that much food. So, yeah, it was, like, meh. It was really salty. I remember, like, how incredibly salty it was, and I was like, meh. So, then I went to bed early on Thursday night, now that I'm done with my, like, dissertation on Piata. So on Friday morning I edited, and then I worked from 10 to 6, and I had like a read all day at work type of thing going. And then Joe and I went out to eat at a Mexican restaurant down the street from us with a bunch of the other residents in his program, and then came home and watched Won't You Be My Neighbor on HBO, which honestly, I think out of all my like streaming services, like, HBO is the one I was most hesitant to buy, and it's the one I think I use the most. Like, they have great movies on there. Like, there's always stuff I want to watch. I feel like Netflix is sort of, I don't pay for Netflix, I use my parents', but I feel like Netflix is sort of like, like, these days, I don't know, guys. I'm just, like, not that into Netflix, because none of the good stuff that used to be on Netflix is on there anymore, because everyone has their own services now. End of dissertation. But yeah, the Saturday was like a super lazy morning. That PJ girl is from Fox and Cactus. And then Joe and I dropped off an old bookshelf at my friend Sylvia's house. We drove that over, and then Joe and I just had like cuddles and like spent like the morning together because he'd been on call, and then we'd like been out to eat on Friday, and I hadn't been feeling well on Thursday, so we like hadn't seen each other very much. I filmed, I did laundry, we went to dinner at this really yummy restaurant, Blue Canyon, with my parents. It was real tasty. I feel like I've had this discussion recently with someone. I don't know, it's like this really yummy restaurant in Twinsburg. If you're from the Northeast Ohio area, it's delish, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's like really expensive, but it's super tasty, and my parents and my grandparents, we like all went out with them, and it was really fun. And then I was pretty irritated Saturday night. It was like a no big deal, but I was just like not having it. And then Sunday morning was like a clean all the things type. Like, Sunday mornings are usually when I like clean and tidy up and like get all my stuff done. I did my laundry, I meal prepped, I was a productive human being, and then I watched YouTube and I read all day. Oh, Joe was on call, which is why I was so productive all day, because I just like had all this time to kill. So that was my week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this spread. I love the purple of it all, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye, guys.